welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about what makes you stand out from others, what makes you unique, what makes you different, all the good stuff. So for this video I got 4 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. And after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below, which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly what makes you stand out from others. So let's get straight into it. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you stand out from others. All right, we have 8 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. All right, okay. All right, okay, so this is pile 1, and then we have a 2 ace cards. So this really tells me the first thing that makes you stand out is your own individuality. It is your own independence. All right, you guys are unlike any other out there, and not because of anything else. It's just because of you. Like, everybody just looks at you and they know that yes, you are going to be different, you are going to be the prominent one out there. You are not like everybody else, pile 1, and it's only because of the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you present yourself, because we have Ace of Pentacles, which talks about the appearance, which talks about the material stuff, the tangible stuff. So I feel like the way you dress up, the way you wear makeup, if you wear makeup, or whatever it is, the kind of clothes you wear, the way you walk, the way you the way you sit, the way you bend forward, anything of that sort, whatever it is, anything that you do, your appearance is one of the major things that make you stand out. And it's not, and everybody just looks at you and they're like, yes, this person is an individual. Like, nobody would ever kind of compare you to anyone, because you guys are someone who can never be compared to anyone. You guys are a class of your own. You guys are a breed of your own. There's no one who can compare to you. There's no one who can even hold a candle to you, I would say. Like, that's how different and unique you guys are. So of course you guys are going to stand out. You're like this sword, you're like sharp, and you're crisp and polished. And obviously when you guys are so like out there, when you're so clear, and the way you like, if there's a crowd, I feel like you guys will be really easy to pick out. Probably it's the fact that probably your facial features are very distinct. They're very different as compared to the regular stuff. Some people just have this really unique face structure, which just adds to their beauty, right? I feel like you guys are one of those people. Your face, like, your appearance is not just an ordinary appearance. You're not someone who, if somebody just meets you for the first time, you can be rest assured that that person will remember you, even if you only had a fleeting conversation, just a meeting for like a few minutes. Everyone you meet, you leave a lasting impression on them. I don't know how you guys do it. I feel like some of you guys don't even have to try. It's just who you are. And that's why it's like, probably, like, suppose if like having long hair is the norm, probably you're someone who has short hair. So like, if somebody's going like, have you seen this person? So the one major way people are going to make you out, or people will ask to identify you, is based on your appearance. So probably you guys have some sort of a distinct attribute to your appearance which makes you stand out. That's why for some of you guys, you're like, it's so hard for me to be forgettable. It's so hard for me to hide among the crowd, because anybody could make me out. It's very easy to even describe me, because I have such a unique appearance. So yeah, that is like one thing. So your individuality, your personality, your appearance is one of the major things that make you stand out from others. On the other hand, with the 8 of Cups here, I feel like with this card, it's all about, walking away. So I don't know, I feel like probably for some of you guys, maybe you guys, for some people, you guys might come across as a little aloof. You might come across as someone who's not very emotional, someone who maybe doesn't have a hard time walking away from emotion, somebody who doesn't have a hard time moving on. And that is something that, I don't know, people sometimes value that. Oh, people are like, oh, it's so easy for this person to move on, it's so easy for pile one to move on. But I don't know how you guys take it, whether you agree with the fact or you like the fact that you're able to move on quickly. Some people might, of course, will not like it. They're like, they don't care in the first place and all of that. But I feel like that is another thing that is unique about you, the way you guys deal with emotions, not just yours, but other people's emotions as well. I feel like maybe you guys don't really pay attention to your emotions, or even if you do, you kind of try and suppress your emotions, or you're someone who just goes like, okay, I'm feeling a certain way, maybe it's better to move on. But when it comes to others, no matter how much people talk to you about their emotions, no matter what emotions they're going through, you patiently listen. So I feel like maybe you kind of don't give yourself the same importance, the same love that you give out to other people. And I don't know, I just feel like that is something that draws people to you in the first place, because you also have Six of Pentacles, which is like you giving out your services, and I feel like that's another thing that makes you stand out from the crowd. Pile one is that the work you do, the services you provide, because Six of Pentacles, it's all about giving. So, and obviously we also have Queen of Pentacles, who's like, yes, I have all the money in the world, let's just give some out. You guys are really generous as well. You guys are always about helping people. For you, helping people is the main, I feel like for some of you guys, you think it's your soul's purpose, and it probably might be. But the way you help people, and everybody has a distinct way of helping people as well. Like, it's different for everybody. Some people are just able to help you emotionally, some people are only able to help you financially, and they're like, don't even bother coming to me for emotions or something. But the way you guys do it, probably you guys may do like a combination of both, because we also have Queen of Pentacles, which is like, obviously it's a queen energy, it's like that feminine energy, and feminine energy is like most of the times like nurturing and caring and loving. So I feel like even though if you're able to help people financially, you do your best to help people emotionally as well. But I feel like you don't help yourselves that way. You do not kind of give that courtesy to yourself, that if I'm so accepting and loving of others, and I'm so respectful of their emotions, maybe I should be respectful to my emotions. I should be understanding of my emotions. Probably you guys have really high expectations from yourselves, because we also have the number 8 coming through, which is like a big number, and it's all about manifestation, it's all about wealth. And it's like that infinity thing, so it's like constantly, like, infinity is like forever. So I just feel like you guys really should kind of give yourselves that love that you guys have for others. Because, and honestly, yeah, so I feel like a lot of people look to you for help. They come to you, you're like this beacon of light. You can see with this card, there's this sun thing. I mean, even though it's a pentacle, but like all of that. So how like it's so gold and it's like full of light, and that's how we feel when help arrives, right? It's like, oh, light at the end of the tunnel, there's hope after all. So you are that hope, of pile one. That is why people kind of even try to look for you specifically from a crowd. They're like, no, we need to talk to pile one. There might be 10 other people who are willing to help them, but people are like, no, we just want pile one. We just want them to help us, because they will understand. Pile one will understand, because your mind is super clear, guys. You are not one who will mix up emotions. We have 8 of Cups here. Even if somebody comes in and talks about excuse me, 10 different emotions, you're such an expert, or your emotional understanding is so vast, pile one, that no matter what salad of emotions they present to you, you guys will be able to kind of distinguish each and every emotion, and you're like able to compartmentalize it. And then next thing you know, you are explaining things to others in a way, in such a succinct way, that everybody is just like, whoa. That is why everybody wants to come to you, and everybody just looks for you from the crowd, because they're like, no, pile one is the only one who can understand us. Pile one is the one who will be able to kind of give us the right guidance, because Queen of Pentacles is like, she's calm, and she's practical, and she's not someone who's always overcome by emotions, or who always kind of just who gets emotionally blackmailed really easily. No, she's not like that. She's very grounded, she's very down to earth, and she's very like helpful and generous at the same time. So that's how you guys are. That's why people come to you, because they're like that. Even if they're losing their minds, you're not someone who will lose their mind. You will remain calm, you will remain practical, you will give them the right guidance. Even if it's something that they don't want to hear, you will tell them. Okay, we have Six of Wands. The number 6 is popping up twice for you guys. Let me see if it's coming again. Oh, we have Six of Cups. Okay, that I did not see that coming. I really did not see that coming, but okay, we are having this number 6 dominance. Okay, we have another number 8. We have 8 of Pentacles. We have Page of Wands. And we have 5 of Cups. All right. Okay, so with the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and 6 of Wands, the number 6 over here, guys, pile 1, is clearly telling me that you have this way of bringing harmony in people's lives. Like, if there's because we have number 5 here, right? So the number 5 is like imbalance, it's a chaos, it's excuse me, it's instability. And I feel like the universe kind of puts you in people's lives who are kind of going through an instability, some sort of an imbalance, or people who have their chakras out of balance, someone who has their life out of balance. I feel like the universe puts you in those people's path, because your presence is meant to bring stability in people's lives. Your presence is meant to bring harmony in people's lives. And it's not just, oh, anybody can come and bring harmony in people's life. What's so special about me? No, it is distinctively you guys. It's specifically you guys, because you know how to tackle people. You know how to understand people. You understand their emotions. You are able to bring harmony to their emotions. I feel like you guys are really good at regulating people's emotions, because you also have 6 of Cups, which is bringing harmony in terms of emotions and relationships. So I feel like everybody just wants to be friends with you. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with you, because they're like, yes, things will settle down. We'll finally settle down. We'll have a reliable partner. You guys are very reliable. People can easily go out and tell the world that you are someone who's very dependable, someone who's incredibly reliable. And that is another thing that makes you stand out from the crowd. Whatever, you are a person of your word, pile 1. So whatever you say, you do. That's why you have the respect of people. With the 6 of Wands, whatever you do, whatever you say you do it. And if you're not able to do something, you will, without any ego, without any pride or arrogance or something of that sort, you will tell that person. You will be like, I have my limitations. I will not be like able to help you in terms of what you're looking for. So you're not like, oh no, this person will think badly of me, or this person will think I'm not smart enough if I if I don't do what they want. You're not like that. You're like, no, I have to be sincere to that person who has come to me for help. I'm not able to do something, so I have to tell them. So you are like, you're such like, your integrity is like so strong. It's literally made of steel. And because of that, people respect you so much. That's why people constantly look up to you, because they're like, that's why it's hard to forget you guys, because people with integrity, people who are honest, sincere, they're hard to come by, pile 1. And you are like that. You are that person. That is why people are just so drawn to you. That is why you are so unforgettable. And like, yeah, that's why people just look up to you, and they're like, you become this role model. Sometimes it gets too much for you, the way people appreciate you, or the way people kind of Sometimes people don't have to appreciate you by coming and showering you with compliments. Sometimes that respect, that appreciation is literally in the people's eyes. And I feel like you guys are so shy and like down to earth and humble that it gets too much for you sometimes, and it's really hard for you guys to take compliments. So that's why I'm saying, sometimes you have so much love for others, but I feel like when it comes to you guys, you're not able to give that love and that understanding and appreciation to yourselves. Of course, you can have your reasons. There might be a lot of things that you guys might have gone through that might have made you feel like that. But the point is that sometimes this appreciation can get a little too much for you. But that's okay. But know that you deserve it. You deserve it for being you, because that's what people see. They do not see a mask. They don't see someone who pretends to be somebody else on the outside and then somebody else, and they're completely different on the inside. You are you, and you're like, okay, you can accept me if you want, and if you don't want to accept me, that's fine. It doesn't matter. All right. Also, with like in terms of your work, with the 8 of Pentacles here, and also we have 8 of Cups here. So I feel like you guys are very, very hardworking, because we have the spider here. The spider is like always working, always weaving the web, doing her best to make sure that her reach goes everywhere. And that if a spider starts weaving a web, then that web can go on forever. And that web is strong. And so I feel like you guys are so hardworking that slowly but surely, if you keep putting in the work, guys, pile 1, if you never give up, if you keep exploring with the Page of Wands here, if you keep putting in the work, you guys will amass a massive reach. You will be able to reach people across the globe. You literally have the potential to be the CEO of a multinational company. You have that potential. That's another thing that makes you stand out from the crowd, from others actually, that you guys have that potential to be a successful entrepreneur as well. So that's because not everybody has the quality of being a leader. That's why we also have 2 Ace cards, because Ace also talks about being a leader. So not everybody has the capability of being a boss, of delegating tasks, but you guys do. So keep working on that skill of yours, and you one day, honestly, there will be no country that won't have your business going. All right. So just you have that much potential, because number 8 is like infinity, so your potential to do the work, your potential of your hard work is basically infinite. And when with the word infinity means forever, so you have the potential to immortalize yourself. Probably you're someone who's thinking of writing a book, or even if you're someone who's doing business, you have the potential to leave a legacy behind, pile 1. So do not kind of give up on this. Yes, things of course will be hard, because challenges come, but be that spider, keep working, keep weaving your web, and one day, you will be at the top of the world. You will be the one wearing the crown. Then we have 5 of Cups, and then we have Page of Wands. So this tells me that another thing that makes you stand out from others is your ability to accept change. You guys are someone who, whenever change comes, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, I understand that. But you you do your best to kind of take it in a positive way, and you kind of try and go like, okay, things are changing for me, that's exciting, that's a new adventure, let's see what life brings. Sometimes you have to kind of force yourself to kind of accept that yes, things are changing, and force yourself to be in that positive state of mind that, okay, it's gonna be okay, we'll see where life takes us. But that's the whole thing. You do not give up. You're not like, oh my gosh, things are changing, oh my gosh, everything is ending, what am I gonna do, where am I gonna go? You're not like that. Even if you see that yes, things are ending and there's a new beginning ahead of you, which is gonna come to you no matter what, you're like, okay, you take it in a positive stride. You're like, okay, this is something new, I can work with it. So you guys are like really open-minded in terms of that. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. All right, we have unexpected visitors. We have peaks of joy. We have wishing well. Okay. Wow. All right. So unexpected visitors. Like I was saying, life can throw some really strange surprises your way, pile one, and probably has done like a lot of that. For you, we also have the number 41, which adds up to the number 5, which I was talking about change. So, yes, life has a way of bringing sudden change to you. But you're like, okay, this is a new surprise, let's see what it contains. So, and a lot of times with the peaks of joy right next to it, this really tells me that a lot of time, because you have maintained such a positive attitude towards change, that you cannot help but be like, oh my gosh, you cannot help but find the excitement in the change, you cannot help but find the joy in the change. So I feel that's another thing that makes you stand out from others, is the way like you view change, the way you accept and embrace change. For some of you guys, yes, it will be uncomfortable, but still you do your best to accept it, despite you might not be happy with the change that is taking place in your life, but you're like, okay, this is what I have now, this is what I have to work with. So you still try. You might not like it, but you still try, because you're like, no, okay, this is my life, I have to live it. So yeah, you have a very mature way of thinking, or a very mature way of handling a change. Then obviously we have wishing well, we have peaks of joy, we have the number 6 coming through for you. I feel like the number 6 is very important for you guys. Probably for some of you guys, your birthday is on the number 6, or you were born in the 6th month, something of that sort. Excuse me. So it could be that, could be like, maybe the number 6 has always been very prominent in your life. Maybe there are 6 members in the family, or maybe your 6th year or 16th or whatever number contained a 6 has been very significant in your life. Could be any of that. So, but yeah, but that is like, you guys bringing harmony in your life, and you guys also with the 6 of wands here, this is also the same thing, peaks of joy, you're at the top. So yeah, you guys have the potential to be on top. That's why I'm saying with the 8 of Pentacles here, you have the potential to be the CEO of a massive empire, massive business empire. So you have the ability to be on top, you have the ability to be successful, and not everybody has the potential to be successful, pile one. So that's what makes you unique, that's what makes you different. And of course we have the wishing well, so which talks about, you're able to manifest things quickly, because you do your best to kind of remain in a positive state of mind. And probably you have a certain way of manifesting, which is kind of different to how people normally do it, because there are all sorts of videos telling you, okay, this is what you can do to manifest, this is what you can do. But I feel like your manifestation method might just be a little different, a little unique than to what normally people talk about, alright? So this is all I have for you, pile one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you stand out from others. Alright, we have Justice in reverse. We have the Hermit. Knight of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, and the Tower. All right, pile two, you guys. Wow. All right, what makes you stand out? You guys are like, I feel like you guys are a one person army, You guys do everything by yourself. I feel like you have to be your own light. You have to be the one who is constantly doing everything for themselves. You are the one who you're the one who's independent, essentially. Maybe it's not something that you asked for, but I feel like because Justice is in reverse, and then we have the Hermit, and then we have the Tower here. So this kind of really tells me that you're a very individualistic person, but not like in a bad way where you're like, oh, I'm not going to deal with the crowd, and I don't care about the crowd, and I'm just, and we also have the Knight of Swords. But you're not like that, oh, I don't like people, and I don't like hanging out with people. For some of you guys might be like that, but I feel like probably you guys are more of an introvert than, but more than like just the fact that it's not like that you hate talking to people, it's just that you're introverts, but that's just like a general message. But then another thing that I'm seeing is that probably life has made you that way, probably you were born this way, because we are talking about what excuse me, what makes you stand out. So the fairy tells me that in terms of your individuality, your independence is something that makes you stand out, because there is not a single thing excuse me, I don't know what's wrong. There is not a single thing that you guys cannot do by yourself. You are someone who really doesn't depend on anyone. Even when things get tough, you're like, it's okay, I'll handle it. It takes a lot for you to confide in people, pile two. And it's not that oh, you don't talk to people and then things get messed up in your lives. No. You, whatever problem you face, even if people come and go like, oh, even if people come and try to offer their help to you, I feel like people are not able to help you as much as you're able to help yourself. And that is something that you do not see in everyone. A lot of times we need help. We need help, and it is only when someone else comes and helps us out, that is when things get better for us, But with you guys, I feel like you can take care of yourselves, you can help yourselves, even if there is no one, even if there are people. I feel like the way you are able to kind of deal with things on your own, you guys are like, yeah, that is just different, I would say, because not everybody can do that. Not everybody can handle this world on their own, but you guys have the ability to handle this world on your own. You have the ability to wade through darkness on your own, because you are able to create your own light. You do not go around like, if you are lacking resources, guys, pile two, you are like, okay, I'm surrounded by darkness, okay, what do? You will create your own light. You are having some financial difficulties, you are like, okay, I'll do something to earn money. You will immediately start working towards it. It might be difficult, yes, but you will not give up. You're like, no, I have to do this for myself. So I feel like one thing I do see for you guys with pile 2 is that I don't know, for some of you guys, yes, that may be true, that you respect yourself so much and you value yourself so much, or you are aware of your talent. And that is not something that everybody can has. Not everybody is aware of their talent. Not everybody is aware of their potential. But you guys are. You guys are aware. You have a certain awareness about you. You have a certain enlightenment about you, which makes you realize, okay, these are my strengths. I can play with my strengths. And these are my weaknesses. This is something that might be very difficult for me. Even if you have weaknesses, pile 2, you will do your best to overcome them. But it's not something like, you will not ignore your strengths. You will not be like, oh, I'm not good for anything, or I don't have any strengths. No, you are aware of your strengths. And self-awareness, pile 2, just how many people are actually self-aware in this world. Self-aware is not something that comes to people. That takes a certain knowledge, that requires experience for one to know what they're capable of. That is why, since you know what you're capable of, a pile 2, you are able to create your own resources. That is why when it gets dark, where people are panicking, you're like, okay, now I know, now I need to create my own light. And with the Tower here, you are not afraid to kind of shatter, to destroy your own belief system. You are not afraid of kind of, even if it's like, life is throwing you in a situation where you're like, all my belief systems are dying and whatever I thought I knew is just nothing but lies. Even if life throws you in a situation, you will come out stronger than ever. Or is that you are like I'm saying, you are self-aware, so that's why what like you're aware of your capabilities. So that is why it makes it really easy that you're not afraid to even destroy your own beliefs and get new ones. So you're very open-minded in the sense that, okay, if somebody comes and gives you some new piece of knowledge, you will verify it, you will like research into it, and yes, if you find that, okay, that person has been right, you will embrace that new piece of knowledge with open arms. You're not afraid to let those old beliefs die. You're not afraid to let old knowledge go. You're someone who will always remain up to date with this world because you're always embracing the new technology that is coming. You're always embracing the new ways that are coming. You are not one to reject change, pile two. And honestly, that is what makes you stand out from others, because sometimes people hold on to the old things because they're afraid of change, or they think that, or they identify themselves with that particular object or that particular idea or morals, and they're like, if we let go of these beliefs, then who are we? They have that belief system, they have that fear that they will lose themselves if they lose those beliefs. But you are not like that, because you're like, I am my own individual. My beliefs don't define me, my social status doesn't define me, my education doesn't define me. You are like that. So that's why I'm also getting the vibe that you guys can even be social chameleons as well, because you are able to kind of adjust to the changes that are taking place around you. And that's why I'm saying you guys are the ones who will survive into the future. If there were, obviously everybody has a certain time that they have to live in this world, but if that wasn't the case and it was all about survival of the fittest, you guys, pile 2, will be the ones who would be surviving, who will be going on into the future, because you are like, yes, even if I have to destroy my beliefs and embrace new ones just so I can get ahead, just so I can remain up to date, just so I can survive, you will do that. And honestly, guys, that takes guts, all right? That takes courage. That takes immense courage to let go of something and embrace something new. Yes, for some of you guys, it might be really hard to let go, but you still do it because you understand the importance of embracing the new. You understand that, yes, in order to remain up to date, in order to keep moving forward in life, in order to not, fall behind, you have to embrace change. So I feel like with the Tower energy here, not only are you able to embrace the change that comes in your life, but you are able to create a massive change in people's lives because you have the knowledge. You're the one who is enlightened. You're the one who has to go into this dark world and bring light to people's lives. You are the light, pile 2. You really are. And you bring like a positive change in people's lives, all right? Not a negative one. So it's the people whose lives have gone through this Tower moment, somebody who's going through the dark night of the soul, you barge into their lives. And I feel like you guys are really daring. You are not one who's going to be afraid of someone just because they have a temper, just because they might be stronger than you physically, or in any way, whatever advantage they might have over you. You do not even care about that. You're like, no way, I am not gonna let you sabotage yourselves. I am not going to kind of, let you just destroy yourselves. I will come and bring a very positive change in your life. And you do it. You might not be aware of it, pile 2, but that's why, people are like, this person is the light. This person sees light even in darkness. So, yeah, no matter what life puts you through with the justice in reverse, even no matter how many injustices you go through, you take those experiences, you take that knowledge, and you move forward. Because you can see the Hermit is just moving forward here. The Hermit is moving forward towards change. The Hermit is like, it's okay, the injustice has been dealt with, fine, done. And now we're gonna move forward. It might be hard because he's wading through water. Water can be turbulent, water can be crazy, but he's not one to give up. So this Hermit is moving forward just like you guys do. Wow. All right, then we have King of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Hierophant. See, we're getting wisdom for you. You guys have way too much knowledge. You guys have way too much wisdom. I feel like you guys are human encyclopedias. That's what I feel like. Supercomputers. Page of Pentacles. We have the Empress in reverse. Yep, not afraid. Okay, we have Page of Cups. So see, you have this page energy coming through for you, pile 2, which is like very new energy, childlike energy. You're someone who's curious all the time about this world, about how things are going. And whenever you're curious about something, God help if you guys get curious about something, pile 2, because you will start digging. You will start digging and you will not stop until you unearth this whole treasure. That's why we have 10 of Pentacles. We're talking Empress here. You know, Empress is all about bringing stuff out. Empress is all about, you know, being filled with potential. And you guys are people who are very good at identifying others who have potential. You know, so you guys are very good at hunting talent. So, you know, all those talent shows out there on the media, I feel like they should hire you guys because you guys will unearth and bring out the best talent because you have a certain knack. You have a natural ability to see people with potential. That's because the thing is that you know yourselves, right? So your self-awareness awareness helps you become aware of others, pile 2. Because of that, you're able to see, okay, you're easily able to identify a person's strengths. That's why a lot of people appreciate you so much. They are so happy that you're in their life because they're like, this person always sees the best in us, you know, no matter the kind of flaws we have. Pile 2 always sees us in a very positive light. They always try and encourage us. They always kind of tell us that, you know, we are not losers. We are not good for nothing. We have potential. So you guys have a knack of seeing that ability in people. You guys have a knack of seeing talent in people, and you only have that because you are talented yourselves. You are ones with limitless potential as well. So I feel like you guys will make the best mentors out there. If you guys are teachers or if you're in any sort of a profession which requires you to cultivate a person's mind or some sort of that thing, but I feel like you guys are the best for it, and you guys are a true blessing in that field of work. So if you're teachers, professors, mentors, guide, counselors, any of that stuff, I feel like you guys are a true blessing in to this world. Pile 2, you are the reason for people's success. You can see with this King of Pentacles, there's a pentacle on its head. Yeah, so this clearly tells me that you know, your mind, you're highly aware of your mind, because the pentacles is like a tangible energy. It's material. It's something that you can see, something you're aware of. And with this on its head, so this really tells me that the reason you guys are able to kind of focus on others and not constantly focusing on yourselves is because you know, you are able to see that, okay, these are my talents, this is what I can do. And because of this self-awareness, you are able to bring awareness to other people. So you are here to spread a lot of knowledge, guys. You are here to wake people up. You know, like they say that this whole age is like the age of Aquarius, where like all these light workers and all these spiritual people, these chosen ones, especially, I feel like you guys are one of those chosen ones. It's their job, it's their soul's purpose to go out and wake people up. What is waking up? Being aware, being enlightened, not only of yourselves, but of the world as a whole. Not only just this world, but the other world as well, all the other realms that exist, all the other beings that exist. You know, even if it doesn't have to even go that far, that you are kind of making people aware of other beings and other worlds and other energies. You just being aware of yourselves, you just waking up and being aware of your purpose, that is more than enough for certain people. And it's your job. I feel like I don't want to like put it on you and go like, oh my gosh, there's no pressure, pile 2, but I feel like it is really up to you guys to bring awareness to this world, because you have the power to unearth the knowledge. You have the power to kind of explore the different energies that are taking place, the new energies that are coming into this world day by day. You are not afraid to let the past be in the past. You're like, it's okay, yes, there were good times, but I have faith and I have hope that yes, there will be better times. So you, in that regard, some people can call you idealistic, some people might say that you're too optimistic, but it is better than allowing negative thoughts to come and leave us paralyzed than to have kind of, optimistic expectations. And I feel like that's how you guys are. Even if things like crash around you, you're like, okay, now we can build something else. So even if that tower moment comes your way, because you're unearthing things, you're basically unearthing things from the foundation. I feel like if you guys are doing I feel like you guys will make the best researchers out there. Pile 2, because you are thorough with your investigations, you're thorough with your research, you're able to find information in so many weird corners of the world and of the internet that people are sometimes shocked that where did you get this information from? Like, how did you even get to know of this? Some people might say that you probably have tie-ups with very important people who give you this kind of privileged information, but you're like, no, no, I'm just doing my research. So you guys are very good at doing research. Probably you guys have some major 8th house placements in your natal birth chart. Natal chart. You guys might have some prominent 8th house placements. So let me know if that is true for you guys. That's why it makes you guys are like, yeah, you guys stand out from others, because what you guys have, you guys are like, and probably, for some of you guys, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of work that you have to take care of people. You who are responsible for waking people up, for making them aware of things, of energies that people are sleeping on. I know it can be a lot to deal with, and so that's why probably it's best that you also take time for yourselves, to take care of yourselves, because this work, yeah, it needs strength. All right, we have wide open. See, you just crack everything wide open. You guys will make very good researchers, very good detectives, very good investigators. Yeah, we have Ghostlands, and we have Stuck in the Mud. I feel like with the Ghostlands card, pile 2, that you guys are people who value time. And probably some of you guys get really anxious if you feel that, you're wasting time or time is slipping from your fingers. You get really anxious about it. Probably that is why, you are like so quick to embrace change. Maybe because you understand the value of time. You also understand that, yes, despite the gigantic task that you have of waking people up, you still have a limited time on this world, and you have to make an impact. There's a lot that you have to do. So I feel like that kind of causes you guys some anxiety, but don't worry. Oh my gosh, we have the number 6 here and the number 6 here. Freaky. And then we have the number 8 here. This really tells me that if you guys ever kind of experience anxiety, know that your angels, your guardians, they are there for you. You're not alone. Even if you feel that way at times, that, oh, I'm all by myself, my life is slow. Sometimes you guys might feel as if you're stuck literally in the mud. That you're not able to move forward in life, and things life is just stuck, and it kind of causes you a lot of anxiety. But know that you guys are the ones who, despite, like I'm saying, you're wading through even if you're wading through turbulent waters, and it's really difficult, and you're moving at a really slow pace, know that the universe is not going to take away any time from you. You are allotted a certain amount of time, and the universe knows that, okay, this is what you will be doing. So I feel like I just wanted to give you guys a little like that. Even if you feel that, oh, time is running out, you will not be able to do all that you want to do, don't worry, there's plenty of time for you. You know, your guardians are there, your angels are there. So even if life feels slow, know that you are still moving forward, because you're someone who will always keep moving forward no matter how difficult things get. You will never kind of stay down. You can get tired, you can pause, but you will never stop moving. You can move at a slow pace, but know that even if progress is slow, it is still progress. All right, do not kind of just be like, oh, I'm not moving at the pace I was moving before, or I'm not as fast as I used to be before. It's okay, you're still moving forward, and that's what matters. All right, so this is all I have for you guys, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you stand out from others. All right, we have 6 of Cups. All right, we have a Queen of Wands, 6 of Swords, the Sun, and we have 2 of Cups. Okay. Let me just bring this a little in the center. Okay. I feel like with the 2 of Cups here, pile 3, the 1, and we have 6 of Cups and 6 of Swords, which talks about harmony. So I feel like one thing that really makes you stand out from others is your ability to bring harmony in people's relationships. I feel like you guys are very good at relationships, be it any kind of relationships. I feel like anyone who's ever in a relationship with you, be it friendship, be it a romantic relationships, be it family, whatever it is, I feel like you have a certain knack of maintaining relationships and of creating relationships. And so maybe that's why for some of you guys, you might have a huge circle of people that you know. You might have different groups of people. You might have an online group of people. You might have another online community of people. You might have your own family group, probably from your maternal side, paternal side. And if, like, suppose there are, like, you know, you have like obviously 2 sets of families, right? Maternal side, paternal side. I feel like you guys have the ability to bring them together and make like a whole one unit. You know, that's how powerful you guys are in terms of creating relationships. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a lot of Aphrodite energy inside of you guys, a lot of love inside of you guys, a lot of this. I feel like if you guys could be, you guys would be Cupid. I don't know where I'm getting this from, but I'm really getting this vibe that you guys wherever you go, you guys just spread love. I feel like there's just so much pink. I'm not trying to stereotype love, but we do often associate pink and red with love. So this really, I'm really getting the vibe that you guys are really good at spreading love, and you guys are love, pile 3, and you guys have the ability to bring people together. And I feel like a lot of you guys are, suppose your friend is having some issues with their partner, so you guys are the reason they'll get back together. You know, you guys will have to work your magic, because we have Queen of Wands, and you can see this magic wand right here. You guys just know how to work your magic on people's hearts. That's like one of the major things that make you stand out from others. Your ability to work this magic of love, your ability to spread love in people's lives, and your ability to bring people together. Not everybody has that ability. Not everybody has the knack of creating harmony in a group of people, but you do. If there is a major argument breaking out in a group, amongst a group of people, you walk in, everything gets solved. You're like, okay, so maybe a lot of people kind of use you guys, or ask you guys to kind of mediate between groups of people, because they know that you will be the best mediator out there. I don't know how you guys do it. Maybe it's just like obviously a natural gift from the universe that you guys have, where you guys are able to maintain harmony in a relationship. And I feel like anybody who's ever in a relationship with you Pile 3, I feel like, for them, being in a relationship with you had been like the most peaceful time in their life, because there was stability, there was harmony, there everything was in perfect balance when they were in a relationship with you. Now, and if somebody was foolish enough to kind of break up with you, Pile 3, I feel like probably soon you will hear, or maybe you already know, that that person's life, your ex's life, has been in complete chaos. It doesn't have to be that everything got destroyed for them or something like that. No, they might be doing well for themselves, but probably internally, mentally, there might be chaos going on inside them. They might not be at peace, essentially, because you are the peace, you are the love, you are the harmony. And now that you're not there, things are no longer the same. All of a sudden, they're like, what's wrong with my life? Everything is perfect. Why am I not feeling okay? It is because you're not there. That is why you are like, yeah, you're like this angel, you're like this angel of love. You're Cupid. You go around making sure that probably for some of you guys might be a hopeless romantic as well. You might love romance stories. You love hearing about love. You love, imagining a world full of love. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Don't think that you're foolish for imagining such a world. I mean, that will be like the ideal thing where everybody just loves everyone, that will be perfect. And that's what the world is striving for, to bring love everywhere, to make sure that everybody's living in harmony. And even though the world is striving for that, Pile 3, I feel like you guys are already in that energy. You guys are that energy. So I feel like you guys, yeah, if you're someone who's thinking of doing something to bring a positive change in people's lives, or bring a positive change in this world, Pile 3, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have the potential for it. So don't kind of let those negative thoughts hold you back. Don't let those limiting beliefs hold you back. Yeah, you might be one person, but your love matters, all right? Your ability to give out love, your positivity, your acceptance, your understanding of people and the differences in this world, honestly, it is needed more than you think. It is more valuable than you think. So never discredit yourself. Never think that, oh, my love doesn't matter, or my love is not enough. Your love is so powerful, Pile 3, so powerful that it can literally bring the sun in people's lives. It can literally make the sun rise in people's lives. You are like that. You are the sunrise. That's why the sun card is here for you. You carry such positive energy about in yourselves, Pile 3, and you, because the sun is like out there. So even if you guys are trying to contain this energy, you are like, no, people shouldn't know just how intense my energy is. You're not able to do it because the energy is so intense that even if you're trying to cover it up, it's not going to work, because you're like the sun. You're meant to be seen. Your energy is meant to be seen. That's why some people might even say that you're very intense when it comes to love. You love really intensely. Some people can get really uncomfortable as well, and that's the thing. That's why I'm saying the way you love, it's what makes you stand out from others. And never feel bad about it. Just because people cannot handle your love, Pile 3, doesn't mean that your love isn't enough, or there's something wrong with you, or you don't know how to love. No way. No. It's just that people, because they have their own trauma going through, they have their own insecurities, their pain, like they're in so much pain that, when your light comes, they're like afraid. Some people might even be afraid to be loved by you, because they're like, what happens if you stop loving them? They don't want to go back to that darkness that will come with your absence. They don't want that. So I feel like even if there's someone who loves you a lot, who's super interested in being with you, that person might not even have the courage to come and tell you that they're interested or they want to be with you, because they're like, if you reject them, then forever they'll have to live with the fact that they can never have the sun in their life. They can never have you in their life. And that's not something that they want to go through. So a lot of time, I feel like in terms of you guys might have like a lot of secret admirers who just do not have the strength to come and tell you how much how much they feel for you. And some people might just be downright afraid of being loved by you. Some people might be uncomfortable with your love because they're like, okay, it's too intense for them. All right, but I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want you to think that, oh, maybe I shouldn't love so intensely. Oh, no, 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 pile three. You're not going to stop, okay? You better not stop, because that is what makes you different. That is why everybody, if people will talk about you, they'll be like, pile three is the one who loves so strongly. Like, for them, it's all about love. And if you want somebody to love you, go to pile three. They will give you all the love that you could ever want. So obviously some people go through trauma. They have their own insecurities, their own negative self. That's why it's hard for them to accept love. But that doesn't mean that you stop giving love, pile three, all right? Don't kind of restrict yourselves. Don't restrict your love. You're the sun, guys. Come on. Your love is like the sun. You guys can try to contain it, but it's going to come out. It's going to be seen. You can try bringing it down like how the sun sets every evening, but then it's going to rise again once again in the morning. That's how your love is. Even if you try to put it down to kind of control it, it just comes out. So it's better if you don't even try. Just let it shine. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have King of Cups. Yep, see the emotions coming through. 3 of Cups. All right. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. And we have Strength. We have Leo energy. We have the Sun energy coming through as well. If you have any prominent Leo placements, let me know. You guys might have that. That's why it gets really intense for you guys. And I feel like a lot of you guys, pile 3, with the Strength here and the Sun here, I feel like a lot of times you guys kind of find yourselves being in the spotlight, and for some of you guys don't even ask for it. You're like, okay, I did not ask to be this way. Probably you spend your whole life trying to hide from people, trying to be in the limelight, trying to be like a wallflower, trying not to be in the limelight. But I feel like the more you try to hide yourselves, the more it comes out. The more you try to suppress yourself, the more you try to suppress your love, your talents, your abilities, the more they come out into the world, into the limelight. And people cannot help but just look at you, they cannot help but notice you. I feel like another thing that makes you stand out from others is the fact that you're not someone that can be ignored. So yeah, you guys might be uncomfortable with the attention that you're getting, because I feel like you guys get a lot of unwanted attention. You never ask for it. For some of you guys, you're just like, I just want to stay at home, read a book in bed, and I don't want to deal with anyone. And next thing you know, your friends are popping up at your place, and they're going out, forcing you to go out. And even if you're at a party and you are like, okay, I'm just going to sit in a corner and not talk to anyone, everybody, all of a sudden, you're just surrounded by people who are wanting your attention, who are waiting to talk to you. Everybody just wants your attention. Everybody just wants your time. So a lot of times, this whole attention, the fact that you guys have this energy which is so intense like the sun, it can get a little too much for you with the 10 of Wands here. It can get too much for you, and you're like, and probably because of this energy, it raises people's expectations of you a lot, a pile 3. And yes, carrying that burden, carrying that energy is intense. It's difficult. But yeah, now you understand just how powerful you guys are. I mean, of course, the way you accept people, the way you listen to people, like we have this phoenix energy. I mean, I don't know if that's a phoenix. I don't know. It looks like a phoenix to me. I don't know. But the fact is that you're always shining, and you will always continue to shine. So it's better if you just accept your light, Don't just be like, some people will be uncomfortable. Some people will hate you for your light, but that doesn't mean that you stop shining, because I feel like it is meant for you to shine. You guys are meant to shine, guys. So if fame comes to you, don't reject it. Please don't. We need people like you. We need your energy in this world. And we have the King of Cups for you guys. So this clearly tells me that in terms of emotions, and we have 10 of Pentacles here, I feel like not only are you very good at handling people's emotions, because obviously you're all about giving love and loving people, accepting people. And obviously, when you're giving out so much love, sometimes people just get really attached to you. And you might even have to, you might have even dealt with stalkers because they're like, no, we want that same love that pile three gives out. We don't want anything else. Your love can be really addicting, a pile three. It could be like a serious drug for people where they are just like, if they don't have it, they can just resort to some inappropriate, crazy stuff. And I feel like you guys have dealt with that. That's why sometimes it gets really uncomfortable for you, and you're like, maybe it's best if I kind of tone down my energy. Maybe it's kind of best if I don't go around loving everyone that I see, but that doesn't really help, because not only does it make you uncomfortable, but then it's gonna come out because you're suppressing that energy. And when you know it reaches the top, it reaches the brim, it is going to flow out. So then when it flows out, it can get a little intense for everybody around. So the whole that just causes an imbalance. So don't kind of, so it's best, I feel like, for you guys to kind of not suppress your energy. It's for your own like mental health, just so you guys can be at peace, because obviously when you're suppressing yourselves, that doesn't help anyone. That's why this card is coming and telling you that just allow yourself to shine. You're like this big sun, all right? And of course, with the King of Cups here, you have this ability to understand people on a very deep emotional level. And obviously and in this world, that's all people want. Pile three, they want to be understood, they want to be heard. And you are that person who listens to them. You are the one who understands them. That's why people flock to you. People come and have this expectation that you will bring miracles in their lives, because we have the magic wand here, Queen of Wands. They have, and with the Ten of Pentacles, they expect you to be there forever for them. I mean, you have your own life, so never feel guilty about the fact that, just because people have certain expectations from you, that you'll be there forever, that they can, because if they have that if they start believing that, then it's very easy for people to take advantage of you as well, to take you for granted. And I feel like probably that has happened to some of you guys, that a lot of people have started to take you for granted because you're there, because you are this Ten of Pentacles energy. You're like there, you're stable, you're not someone who will just leave someone else. So if you guys have been through breakups, it probably has always been initiated by your ex and not by you guys, because you're this harmonious, beautiful, loving person who's like, okay, yeah, I'll be there for you for as long as you need me. So people sometimes they take you for granted. They're like, oh yeah, pile three will always be there, we don't have to worry about them. But if you ever make the decision to walk away, then all of a sudden they have a problem. Then all of a sudden they're painting you in a bad light. like they don't see what they were doing, but then it's very easy for them to put the blame on you, that you walked away and everything. You're not someone who would walk away until the end, until you are like, okay, there is no hope, there's nothing more I can do, I've done my best. So you're someone who does their best, who does not give up until they've done their best, until they've given it their all, and 10% more of that. You're like that. And then we also have Three of Cups for you. So this really tells me that your social circle, your creativity is something that helps you stand out as well. Obviously, when you have such positive energy, when you're like the sun, when you're this flame, obviously fire is creativity, fire is creation in itself. So obviously with the number 3 coming here, this really tells me that you guys are super creative, and the way you guys do things, you guys might be very artistic in nature. So if you're an artist, you're a writer, you're a singer, songwriter, dancer, anything, and you guys practice any art, keep working on that, all right? And I feel like if you do that, then it's better to kind of put it out into the world, because we have the sun here. If you don't put it out into the world, yeah, you are doing a disservice to yourself, and you're doing a disservice to the world, because the world deserves to see your art, and you deserve to shine and be appreciated for all that you have done and all that you continue to do. And I feel like your art, pile 3, is something that that can make a difference in people's lives. So whether it's a painting, whether it's a piece of music, a song, a book, whatever, it can truly, even if you're an actor, your skill, your creative skills can really make a difference in people's lives. It can really make people feel better. All right. So if you're looking for a way to help people, do so with your art. All right. Maybe you're not someone who can afford to do charity all the time. If you're someone like that, put your art out into the world. People will be happy. People will feel better. Okay, we have commitment. Yep, I told you, you're very strong when it comes to your commitment. You're not one to walk away. We have Golden Palace. And we have Heal the Outsea. I told you, you have the ability to make a difference in this world, make a difference in people's lives. That's why I'm saying your love is like very healing. Your creativity is very healing. So you can make people's lives better. You can really literally heal the ouch. I mean, this is you guys, pile 3, this Golden Palace, do not, I mean, look at this tree is trying to hide this Golden Palace, but this Golden Palace is so big and so shiny and so golden that it's still popping out, it's still being seen. So don't try to hide yourself. Don't do that. It's not, you guys cannot do it. I mean, you're meant to be seen by people. You're meant to be appreciated by people. Allow them to do that. Allow yourself to be loved, because you're giving out so much love to everyone else. Pile 3, there's no harm in accepting some of it back. And I feel like probably you guys are someone who maybe not be comfortable with fame. Maybe that's why you try to hide. You're like, no, I don't want attention. I don't want fame. I just wanna help people and live my own life. I like my privacy, all of that. But I feel like even if you try, you try and go like, I like my privacy. I don't want people to know me. But somehow the opposite ends up happening, and next thing you know, everybody knows about you. And everybody's wanting to talk to you. Everybody's going like, oh, I need Pile 3's number. I need to talk to him about something. So yeah, and of course, commitment. You guys are so committed. And that's why I feel like you guys are very good in terms of relationships, because you have that commitment. And that's all a relationship is about, commitment to stick together no matter what the time is, no matter, like, even in the good, even in the bad, even in the ugly. The whole thing is all about commitment. If there's no commitment, if you're just running at the first sign of trouble, yeah, that's how relationships break. That's how trusts break. That's why people are like, no, Pile 3's love is reliable. Your love is reliable, Pile 3. So never doubt yourself. Never doubt your love. Okay, just because people cannot understand it, people cannot handle it, doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. They just have commitment issues. They're the ones who just don't know what to do with their emotional mess. They don't know what to do. But if they just give you a chance, like your love, you people have literally healed people. Some of you guys might not even be aware of the fact about how many people you've actually healed just by your love, just by listening to them, just by accepting them, just by putting your art out into the world. I have no idea the kind of difference you have created in people's lives. All right. And obviously, yeah, you guys stand out. Of course you will. Healing is something that doesn't come to everyone, and you guys have that ability. All right. So this is all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what makes you stand out from others. We have Ace of Wands, 4 of Cups, Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands. All right, a lot of Wands energy for you, Pile 4, which really tells me that one thing that makes you stand out from others is your ability to do things with passion. I feel like whatever you do, even if it's something that you don't necessarily enjoy, you still give it your all. You still do your best to make things happen, and you do it sincerely. You do it with all your heart. I feel like you have a unique fire inside of you that literally is a driving force of your success. I mean, as long as you remain passionate, as long as this fire continues burning, and I feel like, guys, Pile 4, never let this fire die out. Never let your spark die out, because this spark is exactly what makes you stand out from others. And with the Four of Cups here and the Four of Swords here, there's two, the number 4 is popping up twice. So that makes like the master number 44, which really tells me that you guys are like incredibly spiritual and incredibly enlightened. I mean, the number 44 is like the highest, the biggest master number out there. So this really tells me that in terms of like you guys are aware, like, if when it comes to the 7, your chakras, they're all in alignment. When it comes to all the areas of your life, you guys do your best to kind of make sure that they are in alignment as well. So I feel like most of the times, I feel like you guys are in alignment with who you are, with what you want to be, and with the universe as well. So there's this kind of a stability to you guys, when people come to you, they're like, okay, this person is like, they know what they're talking about. They have the knowledge, and they're just not making stuff up. If you guys kind of make big claims, if you guys make big promises, somewhere people get this feeling that whatever you're saying is the truth. You're not one to con them, you're not one to cheat them. So that really adds to your credibility, that really adds to your reputation. And I feel like with you guys, it's all about, and I feel like with the Page of Wands being in the center of your spread, I feel like what you guys, like with you guys, Pile 4, the thing that makes you stand out is that, you can literally do anything. Like you guys can see, this person is doing makeup. When do we do makeup? When we're trying to enhance our appearance, when we're trying to kind of change our appearance. That's when a person wears makeup, right? Or it could be something that, okay, this is what they like to do. It makes them feel creative. It makes them feel as if they're able to express themselves, So all of those things, I feel like that's who you guys are. You guys are not only creative, you have this unique way of expressing yourself. And I'm not saying that, oh, you do something crazy or something of that sort, but I'm just saying that suppose if you're making a painting, your paintings are always really different. They're always really unique. Some people might even say they're downright weird. They don't make sense, but obviously they won't make sense to those who are not in alignment. It won't make sense to those people who are not enlightened, who are not who are yet to get on their spiritual path and all of those things. But considering you guys are spiritually awake, that is why, you're able to express yourselves. And I feel like your spiritual expression, your artistic expression is something that really makes you stand out from the crowd. And I just feel like you guys don't give yourselves enough credit with the Four of Cups here. You guys have so much going on for you guys. I feel like you guys are this treasure that has yet to be discovered. You guys are like that, Pile 4. And once you are discovered, once people get a hold of you, there's no going back. Then everybody would want you. Then everybody would want your time. They would want your attention. And it could get really overwhelming for you guys. So probably for some of you guys, you purposely keep yourselves on the down low. You purposely keep yourselves under the radar, because you know that if people get a whiff of you, if people get to know your presence, if they discover you, because when you get discovered on the internet, it's like wildfire. It's like instant fame. It's like, and it could be good fame or it could be bad fame, but it's fame. No one can really hide. Like if the internet gets its eyes on you, that's it. Then the whole world will know you. So I feel like probably for some of you guys, you are not comfortable with that kind of attention, be it good attention, bad attention, but you're just not comfortable with that. So maybe a lot of you guys are you keep yourselves under the radar, and only a few people know just how talented you guys are. I mean, with the Ace of Wands here, the Four of Wands here, they know exactly how much you're capable of, and you guys are capable of a lot. And I feel like with the Page of Wands here, I feel like you guys have a lot of interest, Pile 4. You guys are interested in literally everything. And the thing is that with you guys, the more you explore these interests, the more you like, the more talented you, I mean, that's the thing, like, you have these interests, and the more you explore, uh, you'll be like this, you'll be like this for a once. Like, you'll be so successful, like every day is going to become a celebration for you guys, and that is not something that everybody is capable of, a pile for. You know that, you know it, you know that not everybody has a lot of interest. There are some people who have multiple interests, but then they don't have the time to work on those interests, they don't have the time to explore those interests. But even if you are so completely busy with your life, with your responsibilities, and you do have a lot of responsibilities, I still feel like, you guys are able to make time, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. You guys do make that time for yourself, or to practice, or to work, to just explore your interests. You make that time, and that is the difference between you and the rest of the world. The rest of the world, they'll come up with excuses. They're like, oh, we're so busy, we have kids, we have bills to pay, we have this and that. And yes, their reasoning is valid. Yes, that's not the thing. But you guys are like, I also have that. I have kids, I have a job, I have bills to pay as well. Sometimes I'm not even left with any money for myself, but still, you're like, I work on my interest, I work on my side hustle, I make that struggle. Yes, sometimes I don't even want to do it. Sometimes I'm like so not motivated. Sometimes I feel lazy. Sometimes I'm tired and I don't want to do it. But even then, you get up and you work on those things, you explore your interests. And that's why you are the ones who have the potential to be successful. You are the ones who have the key to being successful. Not everybody has that, but I understand that you guys don't give yourselves enough credit, pile 4. That's why if you are kind of if you are still like, oh no, I'm not different, I'm not unique, I don't stand out from others, you do. You do. If people get to know about you, pile 4, you guys are like this hidden treasure. People get to know about you, yeah. Then it's everybody just wants you. But right now you are like this undiscovered gem who's just waiting, and I feel like if you guys are going through a tough time right now, pile 4, if you guys are going through some struggle, something of that sort, know that it's just the universe is kind of polishing you, putting pressure on you, and forming you into this precious gem. And I won't even compare you guys to a diamond, because diamonds are everywhere. I will compare you to some rare gem, or probably the rarest gem out there, which is super expensive, which is super inaccessible. Like, only the richest of the rich can afford it. That's the kind of gem you guys are. And obviously, when you have to be the best, you have to go through a lot of struggle, you have to go through a lot of hardships, because the universe is polishing you, the universe is kind of grinding on you, pushing on you, putting that pressure on you, putting the heat on you, so that you can shine, you can really make a difference. And when you come out, guys, once this pressure is done with, once you become this gem and the world sees you, I feel like people who have lost hope in their lives, pile 4, you are the hope. They're just waiting for someone like you to come. That's why we have the 4 of Cups here, because they're like, there are 3 cups right there, but that person isn't happy with the 3 cups. And then there's this 4th cup, like in some decks, the person is aware of that 4th cup and they just don't want it. And in some decks, they're not even aware of that cup. So people are like that, they have lost hope with all that they've gotten. And now the universe is bringing you into their lives as a blessing. So some people are like, no, what if it's the same, but you are that blessing, you are the one who will turn their lives around. And for some people, they're not even aware of the blessing that you are. I feel like you guys are highly underrated. Like, if you guys even explore your talents, I feel like you guys are highly underrated. But the moment your break comes, the moment you're discovered, that's it. The world is done for. Then it's only going to be your era. You guys are the ones who will create an era, pile 4. And obviously, that is exactly what makes you stand out. Then we have Knight of Cups. We have the Devil in reverse. King of Wands. 7 of Wands. and Ace of Swords. So I feel like with so much fire energy, fire placements might be really prominent in your chart. And the thing is, with the Devil in reverse and the Knight of Cups, I feel like, whenever you enter somebody's lives, or whenever you come across a new person, pile 4, you have this way of freeing people. You might be the one who is who's like imprisoned by so many responsibilities and so many struggles, but when it comes to others, you have this knack of, or this ability to free them from their limiting beliefs, from their negative thoughts, from whatever struggle they're going through. You have this way of freeing people or making them feel free. Maybe it's just because you're so accepting of people, because we have Knight of Cups here. You're so loving. And, everywhere you go, you always offer this acceptance. You offer this understanding to people. And next thing you know, they're literally telling you all their deepest, darkest secrets. We have 10 of Wands, and you find yourselves being overwhelmed by the amount of secrets that people have told you. Like, it's insane, the amount of secrets people have told you and continue to tell you. Be it your family, be it your friends, be it your colleagues, your co-workers, be it strangers even. The amount of secrets you guys have in your possession, you can literally make or break people. But you guys are so sincere, and your integrity is so strong that you will never break their trust. You will never tell another soul of the secrets that you have gotten to know about. Even to your best friend, you will tell them some things, but you will never tell them the sensitive stuff. You will never tell them the true secrets of people, the dark secrets of people. You will never tell another soul. That's why people come to you all the time, and it feels so freeing to people that finally they're able to tell someone what they're feeling. Some of them are able to tell you the kind of lifestyle they want to live, and you are like, you have every right to do that. You make them feel validated. You validate their feelings, you validate their desires, you validate their emotions, as long as their desires are good, of course. And because of that, you are able to free them from those negative thought patterns. And I feel like with this Devil in reverse, I feel like you guys have kind of even helped people with their addiction. Like, if they've been addicted to something, substance abuse or something of that sort, you have played a key role in helping them get out of that, helping them overcome that addiction. So you have done some really major things in life, but I feel like you don't take credit for it. Even if people come and tell you that, oh, it's because of you that my life has turned around, you are the reason I am doing so much better in my life, you don't take it. You don't take compliments, pile 4. It's really hard for you to take compliments. I don't know why. Probably you guys don't trust yourself enough, or you just are so humble and down to earth, so modest that you're like, no. And probably you're someone who doesn't let the compliment get to your head, and maybe that's why you're just like, okay, please don't. You might feel even uncomfortable that people are complimenting you. It's all different for the whole lot of you, but the point is that you have you have brought a major difference in people's lives. Like, you have done that, through your art, through whatever your interests are, you have been able to connect with people. And another thing with the Page of Wands here, and the Devil in reverse here, I feel like probably you guys, and also with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you guys are really good. Probably you guys know multiple languages. Some of you might be bilingual, trilingual, multilingual, polyglot. You might be all of those. Some of you guys might be that, and because of that, you are able to connect with people from different cultures because you know the language. The biggest barrier that creates that, biggest barrier often between people, between nations, can be the language barrier. And you guys have overcome that. That's why you're able to connect to people, because you tear through that barrier. You make people feel free that, yes, we can talk to someone who's from another country. We are able to talk to someone who understands us, who we can communicate with. So in terms of that, I feel like you guys might, and even if you might not be that great, like you might not know that many languages, but you're still able to understand. Like, if somebody's talking to you in another language, for some reason you'll be able to understand most than others. Like if you don't know the language and your friend doesn't know the language, but you're listening to this unfamiliar language, you'll be able to make out the context better than your friend. So probably it's just something that you guys should explore. If you guys are interested in learning different languages, it can really help you overcome so many barriers and help you connect with so many people. That's another thing. You have this very freeing energy to you guys, pile 4. And with the 7 of Wands here, along with the King of Wands here, this tells me that another thing that makes you stand out from others, pile 4, is your confidence. Not talking about this, that, oh, people are complimenting you and you're not taking compliments and you don't give yourself credit. No, it's just the way you do things. Like if you're given a task, I feel like one of the ways people can bring out your strengths is to give you a task, put you in a leadership position, because that is when your confidence comes out. That is when you're like, okay, I am in charge, I have to do the best, and you do it. No matter what obstacles you face, no matter what problems comes your way, you are able to overcome all of them and you are able to rise to the top, because you're meant to be on the top. With the Ace of Wands here, you're like this fire that is only meant to grow. And you're the kind of fire that doesn't destroy. You're the kind of fire that heals, the kind that provides warmth and comfort, and you're the kind of fire that creates rather than destroys. So you are this creative energy. You are a creative life force, pile 4. And obviously not everybody is that. Everybody is creative in some way, but you are literally a force. You are the energy. You are creativity personified. That's how you guys are. You have so much potential, and when you are creative, there are no limitations. That's why the Devil is also in reverse. So there are literally no limitations to what you can do and what you're capable of. So never tell yourself that there's something that you cannot do. Honestly, you'll just be lying to yourself. That's it. You'll literally be lying to yourself, because you are capable of doing literally anything and everything. You are like this King of Wands. The more you explore your energy, the more you explore yourselves, the more you explore your interests, the more successful you guys are going to be. So never let this fire die down, pile 4. Never ever let this fire die down. All right, let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have coming to life. I mean, I just told you guys are fire. You guys are the kind of fire that creates. We have coming to life for you. We have ride the wave. You have dolphins here, and then we have education. Of course we do. That's why I was talking about languages, study languages or something. But your education, your knowledge of the world is what helps you overcome barriers and helps you connect with people from all over the globe. I feel like you guys might have a lot of international friends as well, or you might just know a lot of international people. You might have talked to a lot of international people. And because of that, because of the knowledge that you have, because of probably if you're able to speak multiple languages, it is that thing that makes you aware of other cultures. It is what makes you aware of their customs, their rights, the way they live life, their lifestyles, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, all of that stuff. Your knowledge, I mean, even if you don't know the language and all, but you being aware of the culture and the norms of that culture, and you're able to kind of work towards it, you're able to adjust yourself to it, ride the wave, because the wave can be small, the wave can be big, but you ride it. So, you are able to handle different situations, pile 4. And that's because of your education. So never stop learning, never stop exploring new things. Never, like literally never. They say never, but I'm telling you never. Okay, never stop learning new things, because the more you learn new things, the more powerful you guys are going to get. Knowledge is power. We have education coming for you guys. So if you are someone who just wants to be a student all their lives, I feel like even if whether you want it or not, I feel like you guys will always be a student your entire life, because you have this desire to learn. And that is what makes you stand out. Because people after a certain age, they're like, I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to learn anything new. I have learned everything that I need to know. I don't need to learn anything new. They have that kind of a belief and attitude. But you're like, no matter how old I get, I just want to be a student all the time, because, and you know, that's why you are able to move forward in life. You're able to remain up to date with the world, because you're always learning. You're always getting new, seeking new information about where the world is headed, about what is, you know, going on in life. And that is why we have this coming to life card. You can see this person is like coming out of this. Probably at one point they were made of stone, or they were kind of turned to stone, but now they're slowly, the stone is like going away and they're coming back to life. So I feel like that's the whole thing, you know, because this whole, and because like the rock is breaking, so they're able to move forward. That movement is occurring. That's why I'm saying that you guys will be successful, because you know, your thing about earning knowledge all the time is what is going to keep you moving. Your life will never stop. You know, your, as long as your learning doesn't stop, your life will never stop. You will always remain up to date with what is happening with the world. And honestly, yeah, that is literally the key to success: being up to date, being informed, having the knowledge of everything. Knowledge is power, guys, and this power is really going to help you conquer anything that you guys want, right? Be the king of wands, all right? So this is all I have for you guys, pile 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.